Urgent Birds fans, look what just happened. No one saw this coming, huh? But before we dive in, if you're a true Eagles fan, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Every day we bring you fresh info straight from the most reliable sources. Now let's get to it. Should the Eagles sign Jadeveon Clowney? Veteran pass rusher Jadeveon Clowney is once again on the open market and is expected to draw serious interest around the NFL in 2025. This comes after the Carolina Panthers announced his release, a strategic move to clear about $7.8 million in cap space. Clowney, now 32, had signed a 2-year, $20 million deal with Carolina last year. In 2024, he started 14 games, notched 46 combined tackles, 5.5 sacks, and 11 quarterback hits. As the Panthers' season started to fall apart, they tried to trade him before the deadline, but found no takers. Now, 2 years removed from a 9.5 sack campaign with the Ravens, Clowney remains a respected name on the market. So, is Philadelphia a logical destination for him? This offseason, the Eagles have been working to patch holes left by the departure of veterans like Brandon Graham, who retired, and Josh Sweat, who left in free agency. In response, Philly signed Azeez Ojulari and Josh Uche on low-risk, team-friendly deals. But without Graham in the locker room, there's clearly a leadership void among the edge rushers. And then, there's the cultural factor. When the Panthers visited Philly in Week 14, Clowney didn't hold back. He said, "They love their team, but we can't stand their fans. They throw stuff at us. They talk more trash than any fan base I've dealt with in my entire career." Yeah, not exactly how you win over the Philly crowd, and let's not forget that wild card game. Clowney knocked out Carson Wentz with a controversial hit, and Eagles fans haven't forgotten, or forgiven, that moment. Since leaving the Texans, the former #1 overall pick has bounced around, playing for 5 different teams in 6 years without finding a permanent home. Even so, his numbers still speak volumes: 58 career sacks and 3 Pro Bowl appearances. Sure, Clowney could bring value to a young defensive line, but the Eagles seem more focused on developing Nolan Smith, now in his 3rd year, and Jalix Hunt entering year 2, both of whom showed serious flashes of potential last season. Still, with this defense getting younger and younger, only 2 players over the age of 25, GM Howie Roseman might see Clowney as a stabilizing veteran presence who brings balance and experience. Let's not overlook the numbers. Clowney played 64% of the Panthers' defensive snaps in 2024 and posted 5.5 sacks. The year before with the Ravens, he had 9.5 sacks and 19 QB hits. Clearly, the man's still got some gas left in the tank. Right now, the Eagles' edge rotation is still up in the air. You've got guys like Jihad Campbell, Moro Ojomo, rookies Ty Robinson and Antoine Powell-Ryland, and veteran Patrick Johnson in the mix. But none of them are locked-in answers. And then there's Bryce Huff, who has over $16 million in guaranteed money but was inactive in the Super Bowl. The team seems set on using him as a situational pass rusher like the Jets did, rather than forcing him into an every-down role. That brings us back to Clowney. Bringing him in would be risky, cap space is tight, and the team's focused on internal development. Plus, defensive coordinator Vic Fangio prefers versatility and consistency, which Clowney hasn't exactly offered in recent years. So is it worth the risk? Clowney can still be productive, no doubt. But with his injury history, contract instability, and that rocky relationship with Eagles fans, it's fair to wonder if he really fits here, on the field or off. In the end, Howie Roseman and the coaching staff will have to weigh the technical value against the cultural and financial risks. Signing Clowney will only make sense if the Eagles believe he's the missing piece to help this young defense get over the hump and push for another Super Bowl run. This is where the story intersects with the Eagles' path. With Davis now a free agent, rumors suggest Philly is keeping an eye on him, and it makes perfect sense. Despite a down year, Gabe Davis has strong stats: 183 receptions, nearly 3,000 yards, and 29 touchdowns across 4 seasons. A reliable target with a history of big plays and someone who could be signed at a reasonable price. Philadelphia already has a powerful offensive trio: Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devonta Smith. But the front office is always seeking depth, especially knowing how tough the season grind can be. A pickup like Davis could be clutch in key moments, like third downs or red zone opportunities. And let's not forget about Danny Gray, brought in with a reserve Dar futures deal back in February. While his time with the 49ers didn't show much, the potential is still there. However, Davis's presence could raise the competitive bar and bring more flexibility to the offensive scheme. GM Howie Roseman is known for bold, timely moves. We've seen him make surgical decisions that shifted the course of the season. So if Davis is really on their radar, don't be surprised by a swift move. The upcoming season looks promising. The Eagles have the talent, the structure, and a winning mentality. Bringing in a receiver like Davis could be that final spark to take a solid campaign to an even greater level. And now, fans, we want to hear from you. Would Gabe Davis be a perfect fit for this offense? Or do you have other names in mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon with more updates, analysis, and everything surrounding the world of the Eagles. The games haven't even started yet, but the excitement's already in the air. Fly, Eagles, fly.